In today's episode of Value in My Toy Collection, we're going to value some Archies toys, Dennis the Menace, and some miscellaneous goodies. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Well, let's jump right in and value some toys. You'll have to forgive any background noise because I am driving up to a pageant event today. But let's start out with these drink toppers from Dairy Queen from Dennis the Menace. We have 5 of these total, and they're worth about $8 each, so that's about $40 we can add to our grand total at the end of the video. We have this vintage Margaret doll. She's worth about $28. And then we have the Dennis the Menace doll. He's worth about $25. And his friend Joey, he's worth about $35. We have this Jughead Funko figure out of the box that's worth about $13. And it's really hard to find Dennis the Menace spoon that's worth $15. And then we have this PVC figure of Dennis's dog that also comes in a little costume worth $8. And a Margaret figure dressed as an astronaut worth about $8 as well. We have these little vintage Burger King cars from 1991 of the Archies characters, and they're worth about $6 each. This newer Archie figure still on the card is worth about $15. And then we have some vintage dolls. This one is a Veronica in a little handmade dress somebody put on her, worth about $20. And then we have the Archie doll. He's worth about $23. And then we have the Betty doll. She's worth about $30. And then we have the Veronica doll in her original outfit, who's worth about $30. And then we have Jughead, who's also worth about $30. And then we have one more duplicate figure of Archie, and he's worth about $23. Then we have these really cool beanbag dolls from 1977. Jughead is worth the most. He's worth about $125 in this condition. And then we have the Betty doll. She's worth about $80. Veronica's worth about $80. And Archie is worth about $60. And then we have this VHS tape of Archie, and it's worth about $10. Then we have these giant dolls, and they're worth about $35 each. Some of them worth a little bit less, some worth a little bit more. So I did an average of $35 each, which these are really cute and in great condition. So a set of 5 would be worth about $175 if they're $35 each. I saw one set on eBay selling for $225, but I think about $175 is a pretty fair value. And then we have these newer Archie dolls still in the box. We have Veronica in the box, and she's worth about $32. And then we have Betty in the box, and she's worth about $32 as well. And then we have this Archie's paper doll set, and it's worth about $20. The graphics are really cool on that. And then we have this thick Archie's comic book, and it's worth about $12. And then we have a little record. I think it's Archies. It says Archies, so we'll just say $1 for that. Then on our next shelf, we have these Hardy Boy mystery books, and we have 4 of these, and these are worth about $8 each, so that's another $32 we can add to our overall grand total at the end of the video. They came out with a set of these Hardy Boy dolls. This one's Parker Stevenson. Mine is damaged at the top, missing the whole top, but still worth about $100 in this condition. When they're in perfect condition, they're worth a little bit over $300. And then we have the Sean Cassidy doll. He was the teen heartthrob back then, and mine's in great condition, and he's worth about $125. And then I'll show you what the back of the boxes look like. It had just a big picture of the celebrity. I guess all the girls could cut those out and put them on their walls if they wanted to. And then next up, we have a 70s singer doll named Andy Gibbs, and he's worth about $55. He's getting harder and harder to find, and he keeps increasing in value. And then we have this old Dynamite magazine with Sean Cassidy on the cover, and it's worth about $10. And then we have this 1950s modular ranch house kit that's worth about $22. And then we have this Sean Cassidy guitar. It needs some new strings, and it's only worth about $10. I thought it'd be worth a little bit more than that. And then we have this really rare red fox doll. It's from Sanford & Son, and he's worth $150. And then we have the Fonz or Fonzie from Happy Days, and this doll's worth about $40. It's kind of hard to find now. And then we had this actor back in the late 60s, early 70s named Flip Wilson, and he had this character he did called Geraldine, and they made a doll of him, and still in the box, it's worth about $65. And then the loose one's worth about $25. He was kind of like one of the first little comic drag queens on TV, I think. It's a little bit before my time, but I love collecting toys, and I picked one up. And then we have the Jaws game from 1977, and it's worth about $40. Now, in our previous 346 videos of value in my toy collection, our collection was worth $869,204. And then when we add this video of all of our cool 1970s toys, we can add another $1,668 to our overall grand total. So that means our overall grand total for episode 347 of Value in My Toy Collection is a big old $870,872. Now, how cool is that? Now, I'm hoping when I get through with all my videos, my total is going to be about $1 million, and I can say I have $1 million toy collection. But remember, I am no millionaire. I've just been saving these toys all my life, going to thrift stores, flea markets, garage sales, toy stores, and looking online, and it's just accumulated to this big old total. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. I like to see what I have and what it's worth, because it's just been on shelves for so many years, maybe even decades. And thank you for tolerating my video today with all the noise in the car, because I've tried to multitask and make my video and make all my appearances I'm supposed to in the pageant world. So if you want to see the toys up close, I also put them on Facebook under the Toy Vault of Mississippi page. So until our next video, guys, we will see you then.